I predict in the next 10 to 20 years, you are going to see a spike in females having mental instability problems because of all the attention they're getting thanks to Instagram. I've seen girls, right? Like female celebrities, right? From like the 2000s, etc. They're all going crazy. Why? Because they hit the wall. They're not able to have the same sexual market presence they used to have 10, 15 years ago, etc. And they're famous. Here's the scary part. There's girls right now that have not maybe Britney Spears level fame, but damn near close. Instagram model type chicks that have that same level of attention that they're getting, that Britney Spears was getting in the early 2000s, and there's a lot of them. So you're gonna see a bunch of chicks going crazy like Britney Spears because a lot of girls are getting Britney Spears level type attention today thanks to social media. So y'all are gonna see a bunch of girls acting crazy like that.
And then that next year he was in a relationship with somebody else and he bought her something. I can't lie, that shit hurt. It hurt real bad. But yeah, another year, no Valentine's. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
You know, I've never had a Valentine in my whole 23 years of living on this earth. The closest thing that I had to a Valentine was when they used to give out the little cards when we was in school, the little cards, the little candy, whatever. But you know what? Maybe I'm just meant to be single, and that's okay. That's okay. You know, I've been chilling since I've been by myself, but it do get a little lonely.
Outcomes usually follow decisions, whether people like it or not. Independence sounds empowering until it requires full ownership of the results that come with it. At a certain point, reality speaks louder than expectations.
I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. Obviously, I have no boyfriend and I'm very sexually frustrated. I'm very lonely. I'm 21. I have no friends. I have no partner.
I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but that feeling when you feel like you're alone, and it can't get any lonelier than this, bro.
I just had like the craziest, saddest thought. I'm in the stage of life where I'm watching all my friends get married and have babies and find love. And my friend was like, you know, you'll meet the one day, don't give up. But now I'm at a point where I hope I don't, because what happens if I meet him and he wants kids and I'm too old to not be able to give him any?
Well, this afternoon, and I will tell you how. So I live in an apartment complex and I live alone. I am very single. And there was a tornado warning. I'm watching the Weather Channel. It appears as though this potential tornado is coming directly towards me. They're telling me to take shelter. Probably just gonna die alone. I don't have to go through this alone. I can get over there. So I sprint across to the building in the pouring down rain with my little dog. I get in there, I look around. It's all of the old ladies and their little dogs that live alone in my apartment complex. And they all went over there so they didn't have to die alone either. I'm the old lady with the little dog in the apartment complex too.
Some of these experiences aren't new, they've just been noticed more recently. A lot of what's being discussed now has existed on the other side for a long time. Perspective tends to change once it's experienced firsthand.
A woman being lonely in her 40s, at no point between 20 and 40 did she get a slap in the face.
As a woman in her 40s, can I just say to women in their 20s and 30s, you're fine. You're fine. You don't need to settle for what this bullshit kind of peddling, I'm my masculine so she can be in her feminine crap.
Do I really reply? Do I need to reply? My love, we weren't talking about you. You're welcome to be single. I don't want to say anything cruel because I'm really a man filled with so much love in my heart. But you've chosen to be single by the choices you made in your life. There is an epidemic of male loneliness. There is. But it's a joint effort because society needs children. I'm not going to say anything further, but trust me, my love, you can stay lonely because no man of value deserves a woman that doesn't take care of herself. Apologies. I wish you love, I wish you happiness, but you do you. You continue to do you. we're happy without you for society. We need healthy humans that strive to reproduce, do good with themselves, and then do better for other people.
Sometimes the situation speaks for itself without needing much commentary. What looks appealing at first glance often carries a different reality underneath. Time usually exposes that clearly.
Let's do Bumble, starting with you. You gonna say yes or no?
No, 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 no.
Oh, the tongue out is crazy.
No, 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 no.
He goes through literally 100 dudes, and she says no on every single one of them. She even says, oh, that guy's hot, several times, and then still says no. And it's like, where are your standards at? Like, are you looking for Jesus Christ himself? Like, what do you think you're going to get off of a dating app? I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't think there's a male loneliness epidemic. I think there is a female loneliness epidemic. Because y'all are lonely and miserable because your standards are so crazy high. Like going through 100 people and not swiping right on any of them. Not only not swiping right on any of them, she didn't even like say, oh, let me see some more of that person. She said, oh, he's hot, but no. Oh, he's hot, but no. It's like, okay, if you're initially attracted to the person, why aren't you going through their profile to see if you're interested in other things that they're doing other than the very first picture that you see? And this is another reason I just don't believe when women say, oh, you gotta make sure your profile's blah, blah, blah. Like, do your profile like this. But like, it doesn't matter. Because y'all are just swiping no anyways. And like, she's not even that attractive of a girl. Like, Brian goes back and he's like, whatever her name is, you know, an average looking girl. Like, she's not bad looking, but she's like a 6, 7, maybe on her best day. And she's just constantly saying no to potential guys she could date. Yeah. Female loneliness epidemic, not a male loneliness epidemic.
It's interesting how quickly surface-level factors take priority over anything deeper. Effort and substance tend to matter less when attention is driven by appearance first. Over time, that pattern reveals what was actually being valued.
I'm just so fucking lonely. I don't think I ever expected being in a situation where I am actively trying to make connections and not being able to do so. That is strange, and that feels like a product of age. It feels like there are so many people who have friends that they carried in from other phases of life, or who they found circumstantially in a very specific phase of life. I'm not finding other people who are 40 who are looking for fresh, brand new, from scratch, deep connections, new friends from square one. And it has been absolutely brutal. I'm 40 years old. I'm gonna be 41 in October, and I have never felt this lonely in my life. And I certainly never expected that at 40 is when I would feel this level of loneliness. Some of that, of course, is just moving to a new city and being literally in a place where I don't have friends. That is certainly an actual piece. But it has been one of the most demoralizing, discouraging, just depressing seasons of my life. It has been really, really hard. So if you have tips on how to make friends at 40 years old, especially in a new city, please let me know. I've done the apps. I've been on Bumble BFF. I've been on forums. I've joined several really big Discord servers of local girls. I've tried to go to meetups. I've gone out to happy hours. I've joined a couple clubs. Like, I am literally doing all the things that I can think to do. But here I am, feeling so sure that there's like a person nearby who could be my DC person, but I just can't find her. So.
Friendship and partnership serve different roles, even if they're often treated as interchangeable. One offers connection, the other offers commitment and consistency. When one is missing, the gap tends to grow rather than shrink. If the message hit, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.